Welcome back to another episode of the Answers for Everything podcast. Don't forget to like and share on our socials, and if you have any questions that you want us to answer, you're probably just as crazy as we are. But reach out on Instagram at AFE_podcast. That's A as in Apple, F as in Frank, E as in Edward, then the underscore symbol, then the word podcast. So pour yourself a stiff drink and enjoy the show. Hello.
Recording in progress.
Yes, in progress.
In progress. As long as the internet keeps up.
Oh, yeah, you having some internet problems?
Nope, not me.
Oh, okay.
You?
Nope.
Excellent.
Nope.
Internet's going to
No.
be fine.
Sounds good to me. So happy Halloween, know-it-alls. It's almost Halloween time here on the date of this conversation.
That's correct. Halloween will be in 2 days from now, but I think this episode's going to come out like a week after, maybe.
Yes, probably.
You're holding U.S. agent.
That is correct. Very good.
Thank you.
Yes, agent. He's fighting the power.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Gotta love me some U.S. agent. You don't watch
yes.
the Marvel shows, do you?
I have not been able to watch them. I want to see them. And then we have the YMCA version. Why?
You do get to see U.S. agent in the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show.
I do. I mean, if I ever see it, yes. But he's part of the West Coast Avengers, so
Correct.
That is the reason why I have him. So,
well, he won't be West Coast Avengers in the MCU.
No, I don't think he will. No.
No.
Maybe part of the assholes America. I don't know. From what I can tell, about his character, he's kind of a dick, isn't he?
He is a dick. They're putting together a team, the Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be a bunch of bad guys from other Marvel movies that we've seen. So Ghost, and then Yelena, and U.S. Agent. I think Bucky's there as well. And then you got who's the guy, Black Widow's dad? No, not a real dad, but
David Harbour, this character,
the Red
Guardian. Red Guardian.
Sorry, Red Guardian. I was thinking Red Penis. Red Rocket? Is he the Red Rocket? No.
That's what I call my penis on occasion. It's between that and his normal name, which is Hans Christian Andersen. But
beautiful. I didn't.
Hey, everybody's got to have a middle name.
So I got a question for you.
Yes.
Would you rather, if the opportunity comes up and you have to choose, it's either choose or die, right? So would you pick a girl she's a 15 out of 10? 15 out of 10. Realistically, what do you think you can get on a regular basis out of 10? What do you think is your number?
Probably a 5 or 6.
5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna say I can grab myself a 7, but a 15, right? But she's got a wiener.
Then that's, for me, that's
just
a non-starter.
So would you rather the 15 out of 10, but she's got a wiener, or a 3 out of 10, no wiener?
I think I've actually probably done some 3 out of 10. So
you're gonna choose the 3 out of 10?
There's light switches.
So now I want you to think about you're sort of in university, and it's like your second year, and you're coming back home for the first time in a while to have like Thanksgiving dinner with your family, and you introduce your dad to your 3 out of 10, and does he look at you and say, hey Charlie Ray, hey buddy, what's going on here? Like she's about a 2. You're like, Dad, she's a 3. He's like, 2, 3, give or take. Sure. You okay? What's up? And you're like, well, I mean, I was dating this other girl. And you grab your phone and you show him, and it's the 15. And he's like, that's more like it. Well, what happened to her? Would you feel that would you tell your dad you dated the 15 out of 10, but she had a wiener, but now you're with a 3 out of 10 and she doesn't have a wiener? Or would you just let it be known that you feel shame that you're no longer with the 15 out of 10, and your dad never knows whether or not you were playing with a wiener?
I don't think my dad would need to know the situation of the genitalia, is what I would say.
Well, he wouldn't know because you wouldn't tell him, but he would be disappointed you're with a 3 when he knew you were dating a 15. You're the first guy to pick the 3. That's really weird.
Really?
Yeah, man. I've asked this probably a dozen times in the last week. You're the first dude to pick the 3 out of 10.
Well, you haven't seen some of my past relationships, so
And even her wiener is a 15 out of 10. Like, yeah. So you're picturing the
what is
most
it? What is it, like the golden dolphin?
the golden dolphin dick.
Is that Big Reds?
Yeah. What would be a 15? It'd have to be the perfect girth, the perfect veins, the perfect curve, the perfect length. It never goes limp.
Well, for me, the perfect wiener would be the size of a big clit.
So that's the size of
It's like
perfect.
that's about like a half inch or an inch. That's it.
So if you were to be told you had the perfect wiener, you would assume that you have a wiener the size of an enlarged clit.
I said a perfect wiener that if I had to deal with it, because I
Oh,
sure as hell don't want somebody to come up here going, "Hey, Charlie, I got 8 inches for you." No, no,
what
you don't.
what if the 15 out of 10 her name is Gary, not
She would,
Jerry, Gary.
and it wouldn't be a 15 out of 10, man.
Okay, it's Jerry. Still 15 out of 10, but with a wiener.
Well, if it was Jerry Ryan from Deep Space Nine,
Okay, so Jerry Ryan with a wiener. Would you?
would I what?
Would you? You know the question. Would you?
Would I get dirty? No.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay though. You're allowed to choose what you want. I just
I would choose neither out of that
no.
option
Remember, life or death. It's you got to choose one. That's just it.
for life, for one night, for a week, you
Let's
know.
say they both treat you like a god, and they both fuck like a porn star. They're infatuated with you. They do anything for you. So you're with them forever.
I still take the three. I like vagina. You didn't say your vagina was a three.
No, yeah, but the other one
It
has a
does it look like a blown out roast beef sandwich?
the other one has a mangina. That's okay, right?
No, not for me.
Not for Charlie Ray.
No,
Only the
no,
blown
no.
out roast beef sandwich for him. Three all the way, baby.
Well, let's hope it's not a blown out. Hopefully it wouldn't be because if she was a 3 out of 10 and all the other guys weren't interested, hopefully that thing's tighter than a diamond making mine in Namibia.
You would like to think that, but she had such low self esteem. She just wanted to be accepted, so she just gave herself away to everyone.
That is true.
So not only are you getting a three, you're getting a girl that she's been around a couple blocks, not just the block, but a few blocks.
Yeah. I mean, are you saying when the school football team walks by, she goes, hi, and just calls them all by everybody's name?
Yeah, exactly.
Who was that? That was the caboose. Oh,
So are we gonna talk about Halloween? I guess because that
let's talk about Halloween
okay.
because we already seen something scary at this point. That's a
Well, you
three,
have
three, a
you
three
picked
with Charlie Ray.
I picked the 15, so I didn't really see anything scary.
Oh, just a wiener.
Well, I mean, I'm not scared of wieners. It's just a wiener. I mean, I got one.
Well, you had a what a long time ago. So,
But in all fairness, her wiener's a 15 out of 10, and mine is not. So I feel kind of like self-conscious around her. Him, Gary,
yeah,
Gary.
that's irritating. Is when the woman has a bigger penis than you.
I know.
That sucks.
Yeah. Haven't been in this situation yet, but I'm pretty sure when I go to Thailand, it could happen. It could.
Yeah, it could. It
I'll let
could.
I'll let you know all about it.
Oh well, thanks.
I mean, you're
Hopefully I'll be there also. So,
to hold the camera to record everything.
well, yeah. You got to have a producer. I'll be like, freeze the frame, hold still.
And you'd be looking over at her, you're like, wow, that's a 15 out of 10 cock right there. Love that baby.
Wow, we just didn't even wait to get into an episode to go right into sex stuff this time.
No, we didn't. Not at all. You
So
talk
I
about
guess
Halloween,
we're
and all of a
yeah.
sudden it got into wiener sizes on females.
It makes me think I should go out for Halloween dressed as a dick in a box.
Oh, dick in a box.
Yes, classic
Um,
dick in a box.
so with Halloween, I don't know if I talked to you about it last year, but I ran out of candy in my town last year.
No, I don't think you told me that.
So I usually work on Halloween at like 4 o'clock, and people trick or treat around here at like 3:30 right after school. And it kind of pisses me off because I have to have like a dish of candy ready to go before I go off to work. But last year I decided, I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna take my one kid to McDonald's. We're just gonna sit there for like an hour and then I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna ignore the people at the house. I'm not gonna hand out candy because once you start opening the door, all the kids down the street see it and they all start coming down there. And if I have to go to work, I feel like kind of a dick saying, "Hey, nothing left." I don't want them to, smash windows or rip out my beautifully planted fake leaves and trees and stuff that I have in my landing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went to go buy some candy on Halloween at like 2 o'clock. I was like, fuck, I'll go buy, I'll have, 30 little ones and it's fine. And there was nothing. I went to like 3 grocery stores, two like shoppers, like Walgreens, two
Uh-huh.
Walgreens, nothing. There was no candy absolutely anywhere, no boxes of anything, nothing. So yeah, I just went home, turned off all the lights, got in my car, and my kid and I went to McDonald's at like 3:35. I sat there till like 5 o'clock and then went to work. So today I was grocery shopping like tonight after work. So I just grabbed they have it on sale already. I guess nobody's buying it. And I figured if I don't use it all, at least my kids can have like a sweet snack for school. So it's just
Right.
an additional. I bought the Sour Patch Kids pack. So it has little bags of Swedish berries, Swedish fish, Sour Patch Kids. Just something for I guess my kids will eat as a snack at school if I don't hand it out to too many children on Halloween. But yeah,
That sounds good. I was at the grocery store today as well, and the candy section at my grocery store was almost all gone. There was like a few, I don't know, because there's like rows and then there's columns. So there's kind of like a bunch of rows, but over half of it was empty, and then there's only like 4 or 5 columns worth. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know, I got you.
Of candy. Kind of like there's like rows. So basically, a section of shelving would be like 4 or 5 rows horizontally, and then basically 3 boxes, like 3 rows of boxes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And so there's only like 2.5 sections of that left, and there's like 4 or 5 sections that were completely empty. So it's almost all wiped out. And it was like that the last couple of years. Like they don't get in the volume they used to. It used to be you always had tons of leftover
Yeah,
candy.
they said that they weren't doing it. Like I talked to somebody who works at Walmart and they said they're sick and tired of discounting it like 50% the day after.
Hmm.
So they would rather run out the week before than discount shit the day after.
Hmm.
Plus, as soon as they run out, I mean, there's already Christmas shit all over the
They
grocery
already got
store right
they
now.
already got Christmas stuff to put out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I grabbed a little box of chocolates, Christmas ones. You ever had toffee? Toffee?
no, never heard of it.
It's like a little circular thing. You get like 12 in a package, and it's got a hazelnut in the middle, and then caramel around the outside, and chocolate around the hazelnut, and then caramel around the outside, and it's round.
Hmm.
It's like a semicircle, like not a full sphere, but half a sphere.
That sounds tasty. Now
Yeah,
I have gotten a new candy lately, but it's nothing that I can give out really. It's this is delicious. Okay, so well, I don't know with you being in Canada, do you know what Girl Scout, what Girl Scout cookies are here, right? In the
yeah.
US,
Yeah,
right?
we have Girl Scout
And,
cookies here, but
okay.
we only have like 3 flavors.
Do you have
Like
the thin mints?
we don't have the Thin Mints.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
Have you had them before?
I bought the cereal once when I was in the States. They have Girl
Okay.
Guide cereal Thin Mints. I
Wow.
bought that because I didn't. I'm never down there during Girl Guide cookie selling time.
Oh, well, I'll have to get those for you sometime.
Yeah, we have
Oh,
vanilla and chocolate. That's all we have.
okay. Well, they have the thin mint flavor cookies, which I always love, and I put away like too fast if I get them. Well, anyway, they introduced a new item, and they had it at Costco. It is dark chocolate, thin mint flavored chocolate covered pretzels,
Sounds awesome.
and they are awesome. Yeah,
Did,
they
did
are.
you see the Reese peanut butter banana frozen slices?
I have not seen those.
They
No.
have that down in the States. So it's little frozen banana slices in an orange bag with Reese peanut butter on the outside. Man, we
That
don't have that shit here, but I would be just buckets of that shit.
that sounds tasty as hell. If I see it,
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
Yeah. But it just sucks that it has to stay frozen. Nobody can get
Yeah.
it for me. I'd have to buy it down there and eat it. It's one of the things that sucks when I'm down there. I'll go buy a Ben and Jerry's and I'll have to eat the whole pint. I mean, oh, woe is me. I got to eat a pint of ice cream.
Right.
There's like 4 flavors I want to try, and sometimes I'm only down there for 2 days. There's only so much ice cream I can eat before feeling like shit.
Well, 4 pints in 2 days would definitely be the feeling like shit point.
Yeah. I mean, but if there's different flavors, I got to try 'em. I got to,
Yeah.
because that's the kind of whore that I am.
You are a food whore,
Did
Clay.
you saw those Snickers I showed you, right? We talked about the
Yeah.
Snickers.
Yeah.
I was in Edmonton yesterday. I went to a comedy show And on the way back, I stopped at that gas station for whatever reason they have American and Mexican imported chocolate bars,
Hmm.
candy bars, and they had a new Snickers. So I was there like last week. I grabbed three, and I
Uh-huh.
was there last night, and they have
Grab
those
three
same
more.
three. They have the
Uh-huh.
same three, but they have a fourth. They have a fucking lime one. I haven't tried it yet. Yeah,
Wow.
lime. So there's a passion fruit, a
So
lime.
I'm assuming it's a Mexican Snickers bar then,
Yeah, yeah.
probably. A
It's all in
lime.
Spanish. It's all in Spanish.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's Mexican as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's like six in a week. In 2 weeks, I was able to pick up. Fucking
It,
nuts.
you're knucking butts.
Knucking
Uh,
butts.
that's a lot of Snickers, man.
Yeah, but these ones weren't $10 a piece, so they're only
Well,
three. So that's
thank
okay.
God.
Yeah,
Thank
no
God.
shit.
They're only 30.
Fuck
Yeah.
that again.
Man, you're having Snickers more than I had In and Out, and I had a lot of In and Out in 4 days.
True, you did.
I didn't have enough In and Out, but I
No.
had plenty of In and Out
Yeah.
burgers.
So
So
with Halloween, like my kid, it sucks. Like it started snowing here last week, and I don't fucking get it. I don't get how kids out here do Halloween. Like even when I was a kid, it was cold, but you would usually wear something underneath, right? You'd wear like pants underneath your costume or a thin light jacket underneath your costume. But out here, they wear it over top. So it's like, oh, I'm a ninja with a parka on. Oh, hey, I'm Spider-Man with a jacket and gloves. I just feel bad for the kids that they can't like be the costume they want to be because it's minus 12 outside and wind chill makes it minus 20. It's got to suck.
do you guys up there do what they call like down here? They're like trunk and treat and stuff like that, where they have like churches that do like Halloween things, like you go in and whatever, or like malls or whatever, stuff like that.
We have something called the multiplex. So it's got like 3 ice rinks in it, a squash court, 2 indoor soccer things, a weight room, 3 little tiny restaurant kind of things, and then conference rooms where you can book if you have to hold an event. And they always do a thing for Halloween, which was yesterday. So I didn't get a chance to do it because I wasn't in town. Like I said, I went to a comedy show. But yeah, the kids all dress up and there's like bouncy castles and those wavy, inflatable, flailing arm tube man
Oh, yeah,
thing. And yeah,
yeah.
people just donate a whole bunch of stuff and they hand out little treat bags to all the kids. So the kids do face painting. It didn't cost a fucking thing. Like it's
Nice.
all by donation. It's very cool. We do pumpkin patches out here. So there's mazes to go through, corn mazes. It's right near the end of the
Yeah.
season and lots of pumpkin patches. Uh they're charging like over $20 a person now. So over $20 a kid
Oh, geez.
to go through a corn maze. I'm like, how about no? Really?
Wow.
You can't charge
That's
five? Like you didn't do anything. You just made a track. You didn't do
it makes
anything.
it
You don't
makes me
off.
wish it makes me wish I had a 40-acre farm and I could just grow a pumpkin patch or grow a maze every year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but how many people are going for $20 a pop? I wouldn't do it. I was like, nope. No. ten
I don't
dollars a
know.
snicker? Yeah, fuck yeah. There we go. That makes sense to me. But
I don't think I paid $20 last time I went to a corn maze. And mind you, I've only gone to a corn maze twice in my life, and once of those was not my decision. It was because of an ex-wife that wanted to go. I mean, we were married at the time, but she's an ex-wife now.
oh, but
Not because of the corn
oh, I
maze,
was gonna
but
say, was the corn maze the tipping point?
yes, it was.
Yeah, fuck you,
Uh,
bitch.
yeah, I'm like, yay, corn maze.
Yeah, if
I'm
I
like,
take my kids, it's gonna cost me $60 for us to walk 5 minutes through a corn maze. And it's not even in town. I gotta drive 30 kilometers away to get to it.
oh Jesus.
I was like, how about you go
Yeah.
fuck yourself? Like,
I
how many
mean,
people are honestly paying for this shit?
would you pay $20 for that corn maze if they told you there was a 15 out of 10 with a dick waiting at the end of it?
Yeah, and if they also said, hey, there's a Snickers from India waiting at the end.
Bitch, you'd probably just run through you wouldn't even try to actually go through the corn maze. You just run through the corn
Well, yeah, for the 15 out of 10, but I would walk the corn maze slowly for that
for the
Snickers bar.
Snickers. Okay. Well, that's
She's
fair.
a 15, man, a 15, Charlie Ray, a 15.
I don't know how you could calculate a 15 out of 10, to be honest, because it's hard enough just calculating a 10 out of 10.
Well, whatever that 10 is, think of it 50% better than that.
See, it's like a 10, but this one goes to 11
Yeah.
on my amp. Yeah. Okay.
Or you're like, well, every single thing you've ever enjoyed about any relationship you've ever had, all of those moments from all those different women are compiled into this one woman, and she's also breathtakingly gorgeous.
Well, that would be a big bonus. I mean, I had a major just like moment just watching a woman talking about how happy she was to be married and she was cooking and cleaning and doing all these things because she felt that that was her duty as part of the family to make sure the household ran correctly. And I was just like, yeah, because that doesn't happen in America anymore, not very
No,
often.
I mean I'm okay with that.
What?
Do you really want to be going to work and then funneling your money into a bank account and the woman sits at home cooking and cleaning and then your money just disappears because she wants to go hang out with her friends and get her nails done and you're still doing all the gutters and the mowing and the fixing and the nails and refinishing bathtubs and I don't know. It's do you want the mom to sit at home and be a
I
mom?
I don't know. At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm past those days unless like I said, unless I retire overseas and launch a little knee biter like right before I check out the planet, So
It's gonna be hard to get the knee biter when you're dating that 15 out of 10 with the wiener. I guess you
oh,
can always
that's
adopt.
why you go for the three.
I guess you can always adopt.
Yeah,
You
you
have a
could.
these are my two dads. This is Charlie Ray, and that's Gary. Gary's really
It's
pretty.
it's Jerry.
Oh, sorry, Jerry.
Uh, all right, man. So where were we at? We're talking about Halloween.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
as
So corn maze. Okay, so you don't want to do the corn maze. $20 is ridiculous.
fuck no. I'm
Yeah.
done. I mean, we're doing jack-o'-lantern carving tonight, but then that's it. I go to work on Halloween, and the kids are going out with their mom. And as a kid,
Okay.
I used to go out with my mom when I was younger, and then I started going out with my friends. And as you got older, you got some candy, but then you figured, oh, it's Halloween. I'm gonna go fuck around. But
Right.
it's kind of stupid because the cops know on Halloween people fuck around, so there's more of a police presence. If you're gonna fuck around, don't do it on Halloween. There's a high chance you're gonna get caught,
That should be a t-shirt right there. If you're gonna fuck around, don't do it on Halloween.
right?
Yeah, but it's like a thing though. Like what's that thing like they always talk about like in the Crow movie, the night is it the Devil's Night? How is it Halloween night or the night before Halloween? What is it
Night before.
the night before that they burn shit,
Yeah,
right?
you would
Thankfully.
you would figure that if the cops know it's Devil's Night, they'd schedule a little bit more people out that night.
What you would think. I mean, of course they got to have somebody to schedule.
Yeah.
There is that problem.
I remember one time I
Uh,
got picked up by the cops on Halloween. My costume was a punk. I was a punk. So ripped jeans, like sleeveless jean like jacket kind of thing, my hair all spiked up, and a baseball bat. That's it. I was a punk. Walking down the street with my friends. Whoop whoop whoop. Hey man, what you do with the baseball bat? That's part of my costume. I'm a punk. Yeah, how about you drop the bat off at home and walk around as a punk without a baseball bat? I was like, you want me to walk all the way home with my baseball bat? They go, no, get in the car. We'll give you a ride home and drop you back off here. So yeah, the cops took like me, my two friends back to my house. I had to bring my baseball bat inside, and then they put us back in the car and dropped us off where they picked us up. So I mean, kind of cool, right?
yeah,
But
that is pretty
still,
cool.
um,
I mean, at least they didn't take you to a back alley and abuse you with their nightsticks. So,
yeah,
Yeah,
fingers
I miss those days.
fingers crossed this year. Fingers crossed this year.
Damn it, Father O'Malley, am I not good enough for you?
I'm gonna walk around with two bats this time.
Thought you always did.
No, no, it's an enlarged clit. We've been through this.
Oh, so you got picked up on Halloween
Even
because
my
of your
grade,
costume.
even my grade 10 math teacher called me Baby Dick Clay.
Hmm.
Don't ask how he knew.
Was he at your brisk?
We're not going to talk about it because I said don't ask how he knew.
I
But
never had that much fun on a Halloween night. I'm trying to remember really much about Halloween. I didn't go out every year as a kid. I didn't have a whole bunch of people I hung out with, and I did when I was like younger, like um, and then I slowly just kind of got out of it. And by the time I was in my teens, I just didn't feel like going out. I felt stupid. I felt too old for it.
I did candy all the way until after I graduated. Get dressed up, couple houses, get some cool snacks. There was one house in town that gave like full cans of like pop and full chocolate bars, and you always had to hit that house. Always.
I
Like
think we should go out trick or treating this year, Clay. We should both go out as adults. Just show up. Hey, trick or treat.
I gotta go as a punk.
Yeah.
Baseball bat, ripped
Baseball
jeans.
bat. Yeah, but you got to take it up a notch. You got to wrap barbed wire around the baseball bat.
Drill some fucking railroad spikes
Go
through
as
it.
Negan. Go as Negan. You know, you get you're Negan, and then you get a couple people to play zombies. Actually, a really cool one is if you knew a black girl, she could go dressed as Michonne and get a couple of people, and she could just drag on chains. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Yeah,
But
that's Halloween for me. I work. I've got to do my month end inventory, so it's always my shift every single year for the last like 20 years.
well, that sounds like fun.
Well, there were two times I spent Halloween in Vegas. And if you've never done Vegas and Halloween, you've never truly seen Halloween. Like people go all like Vegas is you just walk around and it's larger than life.
How slutty is that?
No, it wasn't the slutty thing. It was the demons and the wings and the people on stilts. Like we're walking through like the MGM ballroom, and this guy was on like 20-foot stilts with these ripped jeans. He had a skinhead. He had like these huge like baseball bat with spikes on it, just like walking around like a big what do you call it? A morning star? It's got the stick with the
Oh
chain
yeah, well the
wall.
chain at the
Yeah.
wall, yeah.
So he's just walking around on these huge
Spinning that
stilts.
thing?
Well, no, he wasn't spinning. He was just holding
Oh,
it. He's walking.
oh.
I
Well,
don't think they were.
I would have been impressed if he'd been spinning it, but otherwise,
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty cool
I,
though. Like the amount of
yeah.
costumes you'd see in Vegas, it's another level. Just, hey, we usually do level 5. Vegas does level 15. And Charlie
Okay.
Ray's like, oh, speaking of 15, I once dated a 15 out of 10.
Yeah, that's right.
For Halloween, she dressed up like a dude. She really didn't need much. But yeah, Vegas Halloween is fucking awesome. I would recommend that to anybody.
Well, I have never experienced Vegas Halloween, but I have experienced Lake Chapala New Year's Eve, so that was pretty fun.
What's that?
It's the largest lake. I think it's the largest lake in Mexico. It's down near Guadalajara, so it's kind of like it's a little bit northwest of like Mexico City. It's got one of the best climates in the world. Anyway, my friend was living down there at the time, and I went down there for New Year's Eve in 2020. I flew down on December 31st and got down there in time to I was there a couple hours before midnight. So by midnight, I was just chilling, having a cerveza in a hot springs hot tub, watching fireworks above a lake in Mexico. That was pretty cool.
It's better than Halloween.
Yes, yes. Well, except for the fact it was just me and another dude in swim trunks in a hot tub, and I would have preferred like 3 or 4 girls. But I was pretty tired from jet lag anyway. But it was fun just to go down there and relax. We had some really good tacos down the hill. There's a taco place right near where he lived, and we had some good beer, and we just chilled out and caught up and just celebrated New Year's. It was fun, just me and a bro.
So what you're saying is, even if he had tried to put the moves on you, you still would have said, "Hey, man, I'm kind of tired. I just want to chill."
Yeah, that, and I would have said, "Do you have any threes around here?"
And he's like, "No, but I got a 15. Let me. She's got a brother. Let me go get him. I mean, she's got a sister. Let me go get her."
Yes, yes. No, that was a good time. That was a good trip. But that's a Christmas story. Not well, it's not really a Christmas story. It's past Christmas. But anyway, as far as Halloween goes, I'm trying to think back. All I remember is most of my Halloweens. The weather always sucks on Halloween. Almost always. It's like a sucky night. It's like rainy or drizzle. And it's cold. I mean, I'm sure, like I said, being in Canada, it's probably cold a lot. But even here, it's not cold. It's not like -10. But when it's raining, it sucks.
Yeah. Rain does suck. Unless it's like a +20 outside and raining, rain sucks. It just gets right to your bone. It's cold. It's fucking cold.
Yes, it does. And I tell you, one of the cool things as far as Halloween goes, I think I mentioned this to you, is that I was going to throw it away. I had so back in the 70s, they had those really thin plastic, fake hard,
Yeah.
just facial only Halloween mask with a little rubber band thing that goes around the back.
Yep.
Well, I still had one of mine from when I was a kid, and it was the rubber band was broke and had a couple of tears. It was a little beat up, but it was a Frankenstein, and I didn't know how much it was worth, and I just put it up on eBay for like $30. Sold in less than an hour, just bam. And the guy that got it was like, "Man, thanks. This is a really in good condition," and blah blah blah. I was just gonna throw it away.
Do you wish you'd put it up for 70 instead of 30?
I wish I'd put it up for more than 30. But you know what? I was happy with $30. I was
But
just
I want you to think about it. You've had it from the 70s sitting
yeah,
around.
yeah.
How much
This-
other shit do you think you have from the 70s sitting boxes that's worth even $1 a piece, even if you had 100 items.
Oh, I'm sure probably plenty. Hell, I probably got underwear that old.
Oh, nice.
No, I don't. No, my oldest underwear is probably only 10 years old. I'm a guy.
And none of it is that cool promo shit you got from all the cigarette companies when you
Oh,
worked at a
wait a
gas station.
second. Wait a second. Now you mentioned that, I still do have two pair of those camel promotional boxer briefs that I got in like 1991. So those are 32 years old.
Are they in like plastic wrap or like did you wear them before?
No, I'd wore them, so they're a little worn. One of them's got Joe Camel like shooting pool on it, and the other one's got the hard pack. It's got like the 4 or 5 camels all dressed in suits and shit. It's pretty cool.
You think are there any skid marks?
No, I only wore them for special occasions. I was trying to impress the ladies when the threes were out.
So
Like,
you're
check
prowling,
out these boxer
you're
shorts.
prowling for threes and you're bragging about your free underwear.
I will say this though, the elastics kind of because of the age of them's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't.
not real good. That doesn't last very well. And, I figured actually even with them being worn, with them being collectible, I could probably maybe get 20, 30 bucks a piece for them.
Put the shit on eBay and then we'll have an episode to talk about
Charlie Ray sells his used
it.
underwear on eBay, gets
Yeah.
$60. I
I
just
don't
gotta
know.
start. I could just start fucking bottling bath water.
Yeah, I don't think you're the
Yeah,
type to be
no,
able to sell
nobody's
bath
gonna
water.
buy that. No, no, I don't
I, I
think
want I want to fart in
bears
a
aren't
jar and
in.
sell it, but I don't think anybody's really interested in my farts in a
The
jar.
the funniest thing about the farting in a jar lady was the fact that she ended up having that story about having to go to the hospital because of all the food she was eating to make herself fart more. Did you hear about
I
that?
I didn't.
No, yeah, because of all the food she was eating to try to give herself more gas and noxious gas. I hate to say it, but it's like, how bad does that funky glass smell when you open it up?
Yeah, but people are fucking paying for it. I don't
I
get it.
know. Here's the thing. Here's what I want to know. Do you think most of the people who buy it open it or they leave it sealed? I mean,
Well,
you'd almost have to think they're gonna open it because that's the whole
absolutely.
point. You want to smell it.
So, do you think after they crack it open, they take a quick whiff and like reseal it and save it for later? Or do you think they just immerse themselves in the aroma and just like,
I'm gonna say that they're probably just gonna
oh,
like they're just gonna let it roll over them like a tidal wave of funk.
and then
I would,
they'll,
I would, I would love to get a guy on this podcast that actually bought one of those and savored that exquisite feeling and ask him, how fucking crazy are you?
and after they open it and use it all up, they're going to go buy another one.
Probably, if
What do
it
you
doesn't
think?
kill him.
What do you think her repeat customers are like?
I wonder what her repeat customer business is like. Well, she had to quit doing it because she had some. I mean, at least I bet she still does it, and just not as extensively. But who knows? But she had to. She was in a pretty bad way about her eating what she was eating because she was eating all kinds of stuff to make you fart, beans and all kinds of. I mean, she was just eating horrific stuff. I'm like, fuck, just get Taco Bell 24/7. You'll fart all you want.
I actually went to Taco Bell for the first time yesterday in like 10 years.
Really?
They're hard to find out here. They're not very popular. Taco
Oh.
Bell really isn't a thing. But I
Mhm.
was in Edmonton. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get something before the comedy show. Oh, look, there's a KFC slash Taco Bell, like one of those 2-in-1 standing places.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I wanted to try the new KFC has their new chicken nuggets, which are battered with
Oh
their original
yeah.
recipe batter.
Okay.
And yeah, they were good. Yeah, man, they were awesome. And they have their KFC sauce. Have you tried that?
Mm-mm.
I always assumed the KFC sauce was their 11 herbs and spices mixed with mayonnaise. Like, think about that. How good would that taste as a fry
They're
dip?
pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
But it's not like that. It's more like a ketchupy, honey mustard, and a little bit of herbs and spices. It's good, but I don't think it's what it should be. I don't think it's as good as it could be if they just went with their 11 herbs and spices and some mayo.
Well,
Yeah.
they've got those two new sauces at McDonald's. I haven't tried those yet either.
Oh, what do you have?
The limited edition. Uh, let's
We
see
have
what they're.
we have different stuff, so I don't know which ones you have. But yeah, I had 2 soft tacos and a 6-pack of KFC original battered nuggets. And they have new seasoned fries. So KFC's fries are now flavored instead of just trash.
Oh, that's good.
And I got Baja Blast, which is usually hard to find.
Oh, well, yeah, Baja Blast. Okay. I don't even know if they're still available or not. I might not have gotten there in time to try them. Oh, that's something else. Okay, there was a curry sauce apparently. I didn't know about that.
Oh, they have it all over Europe. A
Uh,
curry dip. I don't like curry,
uh,
so I avoid it. But
God dang it. What was the name of them? I can't remember. Two new sauces. Ah, sweet and spicy jam and mambo sauce.
oh, I've never even heard of those. We definitely don't
Yeah,
have those.
yeah, they're limited edition. Yeah, if I get there and I get some, like I said, maybe I'll make you up a happy Boxing Day food treat box. Maybe I'll throw in some of those chocolate pretzels. It's hard to put some just like in a Ziploc, but be
I have
fine.
an erection right now.
Mm.
You can't tell because it's in the size of an enlarged clit, but still, it's there.
Is it a food erection?
It is a food erection. You ever get those?
Sometimes I'd say I do, but yeah, I gotta think of some things. Oh, I had something. I'm sure they've been around before, but I had them. Uh, Scorching, which is always a good way to start a flavor. Scorching sour cream and onion Pringles.
Oh, those are so good.
All I taste is the hot, though. I don't taste
Oh,
the rest very much.
yeah, yeah. I first tried those in Estonia, in Tallinn. I bought them like 2015, 2016, and
Hmm.
then we finally got those here. And yeah, I think they're fucking great.
Well, I did have the enchilada at adobada or whatever abada something whatever
The,
flavor when I was in LA a couple weeks ago.
the
Those are
full
pretty
can.
good.
Full
Yeah, the
can?
full can.
You finished it all.
Well, yeah, I used it as a side dish with a couple of the burgers. So I ate like half a
Oh,
can with one
nice.
burger, half a can with another. And I had bought a gallon of water at the gas station. I didn't get the what was it called? Flamin' habanero Pringles. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
man, I think I'm gonna let my butt rest on that one.
I can go to Trejo's Tacos. How much toilet paper do I have? Do I have any band-aids for my anus in case it bleeds? I mean, there should be
Yeah.
more blood than poop in the toilet, right? That's a normal thing, right?
Yeah, no. Uh no.
Okay, all right.
But
I
but
need to
I
make a doctor's appointment because apparently I got some
I
stuff going on that isn't normal.
I've heard it's warm, but not overly so. I did get a can of the Ghost Reaper chicken noodles.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a
And I saw
Campbell's soup, Ghost Reaper chicken noodle soup.
Oh, I have a spicy chicken noodle soup here by Campbell's. I haven't tried it yet. I bought a can. It's sitting in my cupboard.
Oh,
I mean,
the spicy's good. This is like a next level above that spicy. It's got like flames all over the can. I'm like,
I also, I also saw you sent me a picture of Frank's Red Hot SpaghettiOs. What the
oh
fuck?
yeah. I didn't get a can of those. That was when I was in California. Breaker 19. We got some red hot spaghettios here from Frank's Red Hots.
I'm not a SpaghettiOs fan. Like those Chef Boyardee things, I don't usually eat. I mean, the ravioli is okay. My kid loves the fuck out of the raviolis, but I don't think he would eat the Frank's Red Hot SpaghettiOs. He eats like jalapeno Cheetos, so he likes that shit. But whenever
Yeah.
he sees that I'm doing something with hot sauce, he's like, I don't want it. It's hot. Dude, you will eat a fucking bag of the jalapeno Cheetos. Trust me, you would eat this.
You want to
Yeah.
have some real fun? Have him help you cut up some jalapenos, but forget to tell him to wash his hands before he's got to go take a pee pee.
Yeah. No, I don't
That's
want to
called
deal with
that's called a life lesson right there, buddy. I've had
it.
it twice, and it's
Yeah.
not fun.
Time to man up. Let your pee
That's
hole
right.
burn.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's not a good thing.
But
I
you
would.
didn't buy the SpaghettiOs?
Well, I couldn't because I couldn't take them back on the plane.
Oh, so yeah, no, you didn't check your bags.
Right. No, no, because I was doing the cheapo Spirit Airlines and it was
Yeah.
just a personal item. I didn't have a checked bag or anything. It was like $35 or some shit. So if I see them around here, I will get them and give you a review on what they're like. But
Oh, please do.
the thing is, though, it was just the regular SpaghettiOs. It was just the SpaghettiOs, not meatballs, not
Yeah.
Frank's, just the SpaghettiOs with Frank's Red Hot. And I'm like,
Can I just do that at home? Thanks.
yeah, I mean, I could just take some Frank's Red Hot and SpaghettiOs and just mix it up.
Yeah.
I made some interesting baked beans today, though. Going completely off topic of Halloween, unless it's Halloween farts or something.
I've always wanted to actually the way you say when you say that, I was thinking that instead of candy, if they run out of candy, I think it'd be fucking hilarious to have like a bucket with like a ladle
A
and just
ladle,
like
ladle it into their little baskets. Like,
yeah,
here you go. Here's some baked beans.
here you go, baked beans or like some coleslaw or so here's some soup or here the SpaghettiOs
Yeah,
with Frank's Red Hot. Like little
yeah.
Ziploc bags, like they showed up at your grandma's house and she gave you a care package, but it's like a
Just
Ziploc bag with fucking baked beans in it.
like just little teacups that she had laying around. Here's a teacup full of SpaghettiOs. Like, oh, mom.
Or Jello
Oh,
shots. Do a bunch of Jello shots and hand those out to kids.
yeah.
I mean, you didn't sell it. Can you get in
No,
trouble for giving it away?
I don't know. Probably the minors, I'm sure. But no, I had some leftover. So I kind of cleaned out the fridge a little bit. So I took a can of baked beans and I doctored it up, and one of the things I doctored it up with is I had some leftover onions and some cilantro from tacos last week. So I just mixed that in with the beans.
And
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I put, I got it was baked beans, barbecue sauce, some spicy ketchup, some spicy mustard, onions and cilantro, some more onions, garlic, brown sugar. I think that was it. No, 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 and some jalapenos, of course.
of course,
Of course. So I don't know. Does that sound good to you? It was good. It
it
tastes
it
good.
yeah, it does sound good. I don't think I would ever put cilantro with my baked beans with like the barbecue sauce, but I would
It's
definitely do cilantro on refried beans. So what's
it's
the difference,
actually
right?
it's actually I mean, it wasn't overwhelming because there wasn't a whole lot left. It was just whatever I had left because I wasn't going to make tacos again. I'm just
Yeah.
going to throw this away, so I might as well use it. I like cilantro, so I've done it before. So I just mixed it in with the baked beans, and yeah, it's pretty good.
So now
So
you're gonna
now
start
now I'm ready for
farting.
Halloween.
You're gonna start farting in a jar and selling it.
No, it hasn't had that effect today, but I didn't have very much of it. I basically made it for lunches for this week to go with whatever I have. It was just today was food. Today's always food prep day. I prep stuff sometimes, on Sunday for the week. So,
I'm not doing that. I'm usually recording, then I'm doing kid stuff.
yeah,
But I'm doing meatballs for pasta this week. So I'm doing that later tonight. Homemade meatballs.
sounds fun. Sounds tasty.
I hope so. I hope so.
I'd like to have some of your meatballs, Clay.
Yeah, you would. I mean, I'm not a 15 out of 10, but
I might even dip them in some marinara.
all three of my balls are quite normal sized.
Mm, well, it's better than mine.
Yours aren't normal sized?
I don't know what's normal.
Twice the size of your penis?
Then yeah, the other normal.
Perfect.
I sit on mine like a beanbag chair, like that guy that's in the Guinness Book of World Records, the elephantitis.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, I know, right? Can you imagine like dragging around a beanbag chair everywhere you went, but it's your balls?
Like you put them in a wheelbarrow in front of you and you push them around?
Yeah,
No, it'd be terrible.
it would be terrible.
Although
Yeah,
I would love to teabag someone.
what, knock it out, knock them out. Yeah,
Suffocate them.
yeah. So okay, so let's see. Back to Halloween. We got off on food, because we're speaking of Halloween. So like I said, going back to when I was a kid, I said I remember that one outfit. When I got older, I did stuff like I dressed up as a soldier, I dressed up as a metalhead, which is basically I wore my normal clothes. Um, I didn't really do whole lot. The one I most vividly remember though is that Halloween where I went as Frankenstein's monster. In some ways, it's like, oh, I'd like to keep this mask, and I'm like, yeah, I could sell it for $30. It's okay. It can go away. I got pictures of that Halloween in a book somewhere. It's good.
Where you
Can't
talked
keep
about
can't keep everything forever, right, Clay? Right,
that,
right.
that
That's our
well, that's my motto. I don't know how
yeah.
you're doing with it, but I'm good with the
Well,
freedom of dropping shit off.
you're talking to a guy that's got 32-year-old boxer shorts, in a
Yeah.
drawer somewhere. So I'm going to sell those. I don't need them. If
Are
somebody's
you,
willing
wait,
to pay for them,
are
I'm
you
going to
sure?
sell
Are you sure you don't need them?
'em. I could sell my used underwear, Clay.
You
I'm that
you
kind of guy.
you said that you wore them to impress the ladies. Are you sure that moment won't come up again?
I'm past impressing the ladies, um, at this point in life. Although I have to say, today I went back and weightlifted for the first time in 3 months, and I
Ooh.
am and I am impressively a lot weaker than I used to be.
Uh-oh.
Not at everything. Some things I was still doing the same strength, but some of them I had to drop a little bit.
Uh-oh.
My some of my weight lifts are impressively low.
They were impressively low.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing I've learned. Trying to be stupid in the gym that you want to be a badass and try to lift a weight that's too heavy for you just ends up you getting injured and then you can't lift weights for like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah,
Because
part of the reason.
I injured myself in the spring trying to squat too much weight, which is one of the reasons why I've been to the lifting a lot. It's better to lift a little bit low and make sure you can do it than it is to try to because I'm not I got nobody to impress. I'm just trying to get healthier. So
Here we go. Charlie Ray's teaching you guys slow and steady wins the race.
that's right. Just like the turtle in the hare. So the
So,
jackalope.
wait, no, had nothing to do with a jackalope.
What is a jackalope anyway?
It's antlers on top of like a hare on a rabbit.
Those don't really exist, right? Those are mythical animals,
They,
correct?
they are mythical. They are not. They are not a thing that exists. Jackalope.
Kind of like a woman. It's a unicorn, also a mythical creature.
I don't know.
If she's a 15 out of 10, she's probably got a penis.
Well, I mean, what if that's what makes her a 15 out of 10? She's a 10 out of 10, but then she shows that gleaming perfect David Beckham penis.
Well, she
You're
would
now
win the
15.
race by a tip.
Oh, just the tip.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
so I don't have much more for Halloween. I like
Yeah, me
I don't want
neither.
to do anything scary and stuff like that would have to be a whole theme. So
Yeah.
we just shot the shit about Halloween. But
Yeah.
I know there's a segment you really enjoyed a couple weeks ago,
I did.
and it was
Is it the part where you showed me your balls and you shaved it in front
yeah,
of me
all
on
three. Well,
Zoom?
all three of them, but I only shaved right in the middle, so it's like the reverse mohawk of my nuts.
Wow. That's like a landing place for my nose.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about perming the left nut, just not the nut, but like the hair off of it, so it's like really crimpy and curly, kind of
And leaving
sexy, right?
and keeping the one on the right straight.
Yeah, like I use a flat iron.
It's like they have two different personalities.
Well, I want to impress the ladies by being like, hey, what do you like? I can change to be whatever you want. Tell me what you prefer. The shaved, the strip, the flat, iron, or the curls.
Or the curls. Well, there you go. Clay, you can't say that you're not a giving man when it comes to your girl's desires
See? I'm just
or Charlie Ray's. So,
yeah. Well,
you know.
you need the loving too. That's why I'm here.
Well, there we go.
So the segment you really liked was Urban Dictionary,
Yes, Urban
where
Dictionary.
I
Or
would give you
Charlie Ray's Urban Dictionary.
I would give you a phrase and you would tell me what you think it means, and then I would tell you what it says on Urban Dictionary, and then I would use it in a sentence like they have on Urban Dictionary. So it's
Okay.
essentially copy and paste, but we get to hear what Charlie Ray thinks is the meaning of these words.
Okay.
So this one's
I'm ready.
pretty simple. I would never guess what it actually is on Urban Dictionary, but I know what it is in real life. So Pepsi can. Pepsi can.
Pepsi can. Uh, I don't know. A Pepsi can is a guy whose junk is so massive that it's built the size of a Pepsi can, and he beats it so often it turns red, white, and blue.
Well, you got most of it. Someone with a real thick dick.
Well, that's kind of what I figured it was.
And then here's the phrase. Wow. Did you see Jonathan's Pepsi can? Shit.
That would be really confusing. What? He's got Pepsi? Did he bring a six pack? Did he bring enough for the whole class?
Do you think a Pepsi can
Just
is
the lady.
girthy enough?
God dang, I hope so.
Well, I mean, with the length of the Pepsi can and the girth of the Pepsi can, you figure it'd be longer. Not a Pepsi can shape, but a little bit longer.
I mean, kind of
That that
like those 16-ounce tall boys.
yeah, that exactly. That's a nice girth to length ratio. Pepsi can.
That's like fucking small cattle territory.
All right, you want to hear number two?
Yes.
Frosted sunrise.
Frosted sunrise. Well, I'm gonna imagine it probably involves semen in some way or form.
What gave it
Frost
away?
Frosted?
Okay. All right, all right. I see where you're going with it.
Frosted sunrise. Sunrise tea. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's when a guy blows a load all over a girl's forehead and makes her smile. I don't know.
Okay. A frosted sunrise is when someone is cream pied after oral sex in the morning, often after just waking up or having been woken up to oral sex being performed on you while you were sleeping, thus waking you up.
Just to clarify, they get the cream pie after the oral sex. So you're eating a clean beaver and then you
Yeah.
give her a surprise.
Yeah, you fill it up.
Okay.
But I think
Okay.
I think it's the cream pie's in her mouth. I don't think it's in one of her holes
Hmm.
because it talks about oral sex. I like how it says often after just waking up or while it's being done to you while you're sleeping. So that's how you wake up. Can you imagine just fucking someone's mouth in the morning till they wake up? I
Well,
I don't know.
I can imagine waking her up, eating her out or something, and I could definitely imagine somebody waking me up, giving me a blowjob. I don't know that I can imagine just like sticking my dick in my woman's unconscious mouth at that time, just like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
surprise.
yeah, it feels like you're sort of going through the boundary there that you shouldn't be
Yeah,
going to.
I'm
But
thinking yes. I mean,
but
I'm a little worried if you were even teabagging her, she might wake up and like bite down and like cut him off.
yeah, but if she had me teabagging her, she'd be dead. So in a sentence, there's no better way to start the day than a frosted sunrise. Nothing wakes me up quite like hot jizz on my face.
Well, there you go.
And number three,
Hey, I'm at least getting some of these partially right,
you are. Uh,
which says a lot about how perverted I am.
so I'm laughing at this because, okay, Igloo Taffy. Igloo Taffy.
Hmm. Wow. Blue taffy. That's when a woman's giving you a blowjob with an ice cube,
Ooh.
and I don't know. That's about all I got.
Have you ever had that? I've had ice cubes, pop rocks, and peanut butter.
Mm. No, but I've had them with like menthol mouthwash, right
Ooh.
beforehand.
How was that? Was that brisk?
It gives you the tingles, baby.
Would you rather have that or the forget to wash your hands after you cut in jalapenos and then go pee?
Oh God, that's so painful.
You, you,
That pain does not go away. You can't just like wash it off after it happens. It just has to wear off, and you're just like, ah, ah. Yeah, it sucks. Okay,
so
so what's igloo taffy?
Igloo Taffy. While inside an igloo, it's the act of gnawing on a man's testicles in order to stay warm. So somebody's just
Gnawing,
somebody's just
gnawing.
chewing on your nuts while you're in an igloo in the hopes that you're going to stay warm.
I
And
got other ways to stay warm besides chewing on my nuts.
I like the sentence here. I think it brings it all together. You wouldn't
God.
understand Igloo Taffy. It's a bro thing. So I guess I've never been a bro because I've never wanted someone to gnaw on my nuts before.
Well, if you ever get stuck out in the ice floe with you and a couple of Eskimo brothers, I guess you guys could enjoy some igloo taffy.
Well, I mean, if you, Josh, and I were ice fishing in an igloo on a frozen lake and it started to get cold, we already know my testicles are
Hold
huge. I got more than enough for you guys to gnaw on.
Let's just say this. We are ice fishing on you on ice, and you go, it starts to get cold. I think it's already cold, Clay.
Yeah, I'm from Canada, so I don't notice the cold like you guys do.
Fuck.
So when it gets cold, that's when I notice it's getting cold, and that's when you guys got to start gnawing on these nuts.
I'll probably already an icicle.
Hey man, it's a bro thing. You wouldn't understand.
No, I would not understand.
So there
All
you have it.
right.
Those are our 3 Urban Dictionary meanings this week. And
All right.
do you want to know how I find them?
How do you find them?
Some were sent to me by listeners, but then I just go into Urban Dictionary and there's a search bar. And I just look around the room and I see something and then I type it in there. I look over. I was looking on my phone and there was a meme about igloos. So I just type in igloo and then it gives you a selection of all the things that have the word igloo in it. And I just picked a random one. And I'm sitting there, I'm drinking a bottle of Pepsi. So I type in Pepsi and up comes a bunch of selections. So I picked Pepsi can.
Wow.
So yeah, you just random words. I just like sprouts. And then I would see the options they have under sprouts. And then I would pick something that I think you could get, but realistically, I hope you don't get. Like, I really hope you don't guess these things.
There is no way in hell I would have ever had anything close on Igloo Taffy.
Yeah.
The other two I did pretty good.
Oh yeah, you did, and even
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what that says about me that I have either I mean, because I've never heard any of the terms before, so I just must have a really perverse mind. So
If
there's
you take
that.
a look, it
Yeah.
on Urban Dictionary, it tells you who uploaded the meaning.
Oh
So
yeah.
if I see any there that are Charlie Ray, I'm not going to pick those ones.
I have not uploaded anything. And hey, listeners, if you have a sister or a cousin or somebody you don't really care about and you want to set her up with Charlie Ray, just drop us a line, and I'll see if we can invent
if
some
you
new Urban Dictionary terms.
if you don't care about her, but you want to set her up, send her to
That's
Charlie
right.
Ray.
I'm realistic.
So if you guys have any 3 out of 10s, make sure
Preferably 5 or 6s would be nice.
make sure they don't have wieners because
Yeah, no
he's
wieners.
not into that.
No.
Once you go to Thailand, you'll change. You'll see.
I don't know. I've seen those videos. That's enough. So
Like you've watched the YouTube videos or the
no, just people walking around like on the walking streets, interviewing people, and they'll interview people, the lady boys. It's pretty interesting. So
Did you like that cheerleader video I sent you? I sent you that, right?
I think so. Yeah, one of them was really disturbing. It was probably that one.
Yeah, there's like 85 pages of those videos with like 17 videos on each page.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I still can't get through most of them. But I can guarantee you, any words I learn on there will probably be on Urban Dictionary. That way I can get the meaning of what's happening.
Yeah, I will never get over the eels in a Japanese girl's butt. So yeah.
That's true.
Or the guy dipping his balls on a girl's ass. That's pretty interesting.
And here you are trying to offer your services as a lover to people that don't like their family members.
I didn't offer myself as a lover. I just said if there's somebody you
sorry.
don't care about, just introduce her to Charlie Ray. I didn't say you get her back.
No.
You'll get her back. Jeez, calm down.
It won't be the same.
No, probably not. But
What do you think happens? The women that leave us and divorce us and move on, do you think they resent us? Do you think they think about us and how we destroyed them as humans?
I'm gonna bet that they think about us not at all.
Oh,
actually.
Well, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
I think men think back about the women more than the women think about the men, because I think the women are the ones who are cutting the man loose really most of the time and moving on to somebody else. And for the man, it's more of a what the fuck? What the fuck did I not do kind of thing? Because I feel like, at least in most people I've met, it's been a completely, we don't understand.
Yeah, it's true.
And now I'm not going to say that there's not opposite ways around. There's women that also were hurt by dudes, but I think it's mostly the other way around for the most part. I know in my life it has been, although I was kind of a fucker in my 20s. So,
Yeah, we all were, and some of us currently are.
Yeah.
Being this guy right here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just looking for my girl who wants to make videos talking about how much she loves taking care of the family and is cleaning, cooking, and servicing Charlie Ray.
Well, you go find that. I'll go find my 15 out of 10. I'm going to find something to drain these huge nuts. And I'm going to go search up a couple more Urban Dictionary definitions so that I can wow you next week or the week after or this Wednesday or Tuesday or whenever we decide to record again.
Cool. Sounds good. You want to wrap this episode up?
Yeah. So we're going to say peace out to No Dolls. Thanks for listening. All you out there who are avid listeners, which,
hey, there's at least a few.
Yeah.
A few hundred.
Yeah.
So we'll say cheers to all you listeners.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, each and every one.
Peace out, No Dolls.
Peace.
So that's my first skateboard. That's a pretty good experience. Definitely trumps mine. Yeah, sorry about that. No, it's okay. I'm happy to lose. Yeah. Yay, winner. Yeah. At least I didn't, win the grand prize. A 48-year-old boyfriend. It's true. You could have had a different life, A very different life. Yeah. Some things could have turned out differently for you. Yep. All it took was that one decision. to finish the beer quick and get the hell out of it. Should I stay? How much beer you got? It must have crossed your mind. How many more beers do you have? No, because I didn't like the taste, right? Yeah. But they taste, they're not as strong as you get more drunk. Oh. Which is kind of the gift. And I'm pretty sure at that point, if I was up in that banquet hall, there'd be a lot of other stuff that would be happening that would sort of make me forget that I was drinking beer. Yeah. Do you remember what kind of beer it was? No. I'm sure it was whatever the cheapest stuff you could find. Like Old Milwaukee or something? We lived close to the border, and there was actually a beer you could buy in Washington. Small border town. It was called Beer. Nice. It was a white label with black letters, Beer. That's perfect. It was beer branded beer from Washington, and that was like the cheapest shit you could buy. You never drink beer now, eh? I drink it if I'm traveling in Europe for some reason. It's kind of a dumb Austria, thing. Germany, Switzerland. I'll drink a beer. I think it's different over there. Yeah, I mean, I had beer in Estonia. It was cherry beer. I had it in the morning for my breakfast with a bunch of pancakes I was eating. Yeah. Apparently, it's like a world famous pancake house in Estonia. I went in and there was like 40 different ones on the menu. Nice. And I couldn't decide, so I picked two. They were so big. I ate like half of each, and I was like, I can't believe I spent all this money and I'm not going to finish it. But yeah, the cherry beer was disgusting. You ever had a Guinness? Yeah. What do you think of that? I like the texture more than the flavor, so I enjoy that more. Like it feels like I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm drinking a Guinness. It felt good. Yeah. I had it in Ireland last summer. It's the last time I had a Guinness. What's the closest you've ever come as an adult? Sorry. No, as an adult to shitting your pants. Because saying Old Milwaukee reminded me of something. Like I was drinking all night, and I didn't have any money, so Old Milwaukee's like the cheapest beer. I think I drank 12 of them. I don't know what they put in that's different than regular beer, because there's lots of times that I drank more beer than that. But I was walking home, and it was an absolute emergency. When I got home, it was a light out. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. You got home? I got home. I don't know, I remember it's very possible that something made its way out. But it was like painful. I thought, I can't stop walking. But it hurt so bad. You're gonna blame the beer? Oh, it was the beer. 100%. I was barely eating back then. It couldn't have been the food. I almost shit my pants coming home from Edmonton once. I had to pull over on the side of the road on a dirt road. I was starting to just drive down it with like 4 of my employees in the car. And nice. The guy's car, who it was, we go on road trips together, so we always have learned that a roll of toilet paper is handy. It's necessary, yeah. So it's in the back, right? I was like, you got toilet paper? He's like, yeah, go. I need you to pull over as fast as you can, like, not on the highway. Yeah, it seems to come on strong with you, eh? Yeah, sometimes so it's pulled over, and I just went out, pulled the one pant leg off over to the side. Nice. I just liquid shit right there, wet my ass, and went back in the car. I was like, that's it. I was driving a fertilizer truck last year. Yep. And the guy said in the back, he's like, as he should give me a tour of the truck, he said, in the back there's hand sanitizer and toilet paper, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Because we work like 12, 15 hours. Did you question it for a second, or were you right away on top of it? I'm like, no way. I was just like, what? I never really thought about it, but I just thought to myself, I'll hold it. I can make all day. Or I just won't eat. I won't put anything in. Hold it. So I was staying at family's house at the time. So I go home and I tell this guy. And he says, listen, you're in the prairies. Nobody's looking out their cars out of the highway. If you need to stop, put your back against the big tire. Yep. So it's all out of the way. Important, just let it go. He's like, you should not give your body a single moment of stress over something like that. If you feel it coming on, get out, do it. He's like, it's your baptism into being a prairie boy. So I'm like, well, all right. He's like, and when it happens, all I want you to do is text me a thumbs up. So I said, well, it's not happening. So you did it every hour, thumbs up. I said, it isn't happening. I said, I'm just not that person. I can't do it. Anyway, it did come to the point where I just thought, shit. Like one time I almost exploded, and I was like hauling ass back to their place. Anyway, I ended up taking a couple out in the field. It had to happen. So you learned. Yeah, I learned. It just had to be done. And it was a very freeing, I felt some liberty for the first time. Welcome to being out on the prairies.
Yeah, I was like, there you go. I'm baptized as a prairie boy.
I mean, I've shit twice between here and Edmonton on the side of the road. Just, I've had to do it.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, fair enough. It's freeing, right?
I remember taking a road trip, and usually we like to bring an employee that we work with, so like a 15-year-old kid.